Hey, I'm Sophie K, and this is Knotfest at Wacken 2022. It's Wacken 2022. I'm Sophie K, here with Joey from Life of Agony. Hello.
What's up? What's up, Sophie?
So, you're back here at the wonderful Wacken. This isn't your first time, is it?
No. Back in 2006, I had the honor of being here with Peter Steele and Carnivore.
Nice.
God rest Peter's soul. We had an amazing show back then. It was the first time Carnivore played Germany back then.
Wow.
So it was a very interesting show because there was some controversy around that band early on in the days, the content of that band. But anyway, but that was Peter's dream, though. He just was a big dreamer. He had a good really great imagination. So, but then later on, Life of Agony played the Wacken Festival back in, I believe it was 2019. We got to play. So. And
now you're back again, 2022.
Here today.
Have you played your set already?
Yeah, we played. It was fantastic. You know, it's the last day of the festival, and we had to really push them. We had to push the crowd. But come on!
That's what I love about bands like yourself, because you know how to do that, and you know how to get everybody going.
Suddenly, we looked up, and there was that circle pit.
Yes!
Yeah!
What would you say is the difference between... Is there a difference between a festival like this one and other festivals that you've played? Because obviously, you get to play a wide range of music festivals.
You know, it's funny, and I'll be totally honest. Quite honest, you know, there's so much attention that it surrounds certain festivals. So the Wacken Festival, so much attention, so many eyes are on the festival. People travel from all around the world, and not a lot of festivals could say that about themselves. Another festival is the Hellfest.
Yeah,
that's another fantastic festival. We just played that this year and killed it over there too. So
their lineup is just offensively good.
They're amazing.
Year.
They're amazing. So there's just that extra. I'm going to be honest here. There's just that extra bit of pressure for you to go up there, and we always give it our best. But then there's that little bit extra. I think, I don't know, in the reserve tank or whatever. Yeah. So we have to really, really pump it out there and give it to them.
Isn't that what you live for? Because obviously you've been doing music for
30 years.
Wow. And there you go. And that moment where you're like, come on, I've got to bring this now. That's what.
Yeah, even if you're, equipment failures, you're having stuff going on. Doesn't matter. You're up there. You gotta bring it every single time.
How do you handle it? Because some musicians obviously go under as soon as something's gone wrong. Slightest thing.
You gotta kind of rise above it. You gotta. If there's problems, like I had a little issues going on with the guitar rig today. This is our first show. We just flew here, so we didn't get to check the gear or play any smaller shows. So it's like fly here, plug in the rental gear, and go up on stage in front of Wacken. So there was a couple of things going on. It kind of distracted me for a couple minutes here or there, but I got past it, and I had a great time with the crowd. Oh, we did. We had a great time.
That's what I love to hear. That's what I love to see, because that's almost like an analogy for life as well, isn't it?
Yes, it is. It is.
Isn't it? Yeah, you just gotta keep.
You gotta rise above.
You only get the one. You only get the one life.
Yeah.
So you've been busy recently. You have been playing a lot of shows.
Yes. Thank God.
How's it been?
Yeah, we like everybody else, we had a hard time, making it through the whole COVID thing. Yeah. We couldn't play, we couldn't do anything really. I mean, we could share ideas and write, but our focus was around our movie. We released a documentary about the band called The Sound of Scars. Everyone should check that out. It's a fantastic documentary. It's really about our lives and everything we struggled through as people when we were younger, and what made us who we are and what made us a band from our childhood all the way to now. So it's a really beautiful documentary. It's very emotional and gripping. So The Sound of Scars, check it out. Amazon Prime, sorry.
I love that you brought it up just now, because I'll be completely honest with you, as an interviewer and a journalist, I always try and bring things in gently, because it's really personal.
It is personal.
I don't know how you manage talking to all of these press outlets, and people know stuff about you that, like, is probably the stuff that you'd share with a therapist.
Yeah.
And yet they're just bringing it up in casual conversation.
Yeah,
how is that for you?
Yeah, making that film was tough at times because we revealed a lot of things about our childhood and the struggles we went through. Mina, myself, Alan. And it's at times it's like, wow, we're actually saying this in front of the world, but at the same time, I think it's healthy for people to know. I think it helps people. I think the film has helped so many people already. We've been getting messages, tons of messages from our fans and comments and all that stuff about how the film is just unbelievably helpful and therapeutic for them. So I think it's doing something great. It's really helping people a lot.
It's funny because we were having the chat actually in the Knotfest car on the way here about how many bands do have and how many people within this industry and this scene have trauma in their background.
Oh yeah.
And I was talking about how we talk about mental health and we say quite openly you've got to look after your mental health, but people don't really delve into the things that can cause mental health issues.
Yes.
And it's like there's a taboo with that.
Yeah.
So did you feel that anxiety going into everything that you did? Did you sit down as a band and go, can we do this?
Yeah, it's funny because it kind of unfolded naturally with the film.
Right.
The filming started one way and then it led into the more personal stuff. So it wasn't a preconceived idea.
Wow, okay.
So Lee Brooks, he's a fantastic director from London, from England. And he kind of did it slowly and started pulling it out of us, you know? And before we knew it, we're in tears. We're visiting our family. We're getting all the demons out right there on camera.
Yeah.
So it was kind of eye-opening, and it helped us too. It helped our relationships with our family. Helped my relationship with my dad.
Yeah.
I feel like we, because of the film, it brought us closer.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, it is. And I think life is about forgiveness.
Yeah.
Life is about not holding on to anything that's going to make you unhappy. You need to let go and kind of patch up those relationships in your life that you feel went wrong. And I think you become a happier person when you come out of the other side, when you come out on the other side.
That's very true. And thank you for sharing your journey with us all.
Yeah.
Because I bet, like you say, you got so many messages from fans.
Yes.
I bet it must be hard because there's bands that I've spoken to in the past who speak about mental health openly, and they find that they get people almost looking to them for answers because these people are lost.
Yes.
How do you deal with that? Because you must get that all the time.
We get it all the time. We embrace our fan base, and anyone. It doesn't have to be a Life of Agony fan. We're open. We're always there to talk. Sometimes it's difficult. We've heard stories that were so upsetting that we broke down and cried with the person.
Wow.
Yeah, and there's been moments like that in our lives. So sometimes it's really difficult, I gotta be honest, but at the same time it's beautiful, and you're helping people, and you're resonating in the right direction, and you're putting positive energy, and you're helping individuals with their lives and their struggles. So it's rewarding for us, actually. It's rewarding in the end.
That's beautiful. And with the album coming out in 2019 and it being referred to as like a trauma recovery album, where is there to go after that?
Yeah, it's funny you say that because we just started talking about fooling around with music again.
Right, okay.
And we don't really have a concept or anything yet.
Yeah.
But you never know with Life of Agony.
I love that.
The last time with Sound of Scars, with the record, that concept came while we were writing the record. Wow. It wasn't, again, a preconceived idea.
Yeah.
We started talking about it amongst each other when we were writing songs. We were like, well, what if this happened?
Yeah.
What if the guy from River Runs Red survived?
Yeah.
Who would he be today? What would he be feeling, and what would he be thinking, and all that? How would he be living? So all of that went into it. It became Sound of Scars, basically.
See, I love that because that reflects a lot of what's gone on with society as a whole, because there was a time where we didn't talk about mental health, and then the heavier bands like yourselves did, and then now we're in a place as a society where it's like, don't do it. There's help. There's love out there.
It's very important to reach out to family members, friends, anybody you see who is struggling, anybody out there that you know, and you know that you need to pick up that phone and call them.
Yeah.
Once in a while, just call them, because you could be saving their life with one phone call.
That's so true. That's so, and I bet, do you know what? I bet you have that with fans as well.
do.
A lot of fans
Yeah.
that you've reached out to,
We've
just
had
that
with
connection.
Family, friends, fans,
Wow.
save people's life just by calling them randomly.
Yeah.
Our friends that are going to come to these shows while in Europe, we have friends, fans, but friends
Yeah.
from all over the world. They're going to come to the shows. They're the same people we saved,
Yeah.
the same people that we have helped. And we welcome them with us, backstage, with us, space.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing to have done that with your career and with your life, to have made such a big difference, not only with just music, but to
It's
people.
another level.
That's
Look, I
creating
got
a
the
whole.
chills. You get me? Yeah.
It's creating a whole family. That's just so beautiful. Are there any fans or stories and people that are particularly close to your heart that stick in your mind?
Yeah. Well, names of them or that.
You don't have to give their names. No,
Okay.
just like when you met somebody and
Yeah.
they told you something that really stuck with you.
Oh my God. We had somebody. I mean, I don't even know if I can say it on film, but we had a family that lost all their children, one by one, and that was so upsetting to hear. And that they were still alive and still wanted to live. These people because of Life of Agony.
Wow.
Because our music allowed them to continue their lives. This couple.
Yeah.
Without their children.
Wow.
I think they lost 3 or 4 children in a matter of years, different things that happened,
Unbelievable.
different accidents and things. They're children. When it's so upsetting,
Yeah.
it could get me upset right now.
I can feel it in my throat. I'm like, wait,
And-
I'm laughing not because it's funny, but because I'm trying not to get too teared up.
When I met the dad, the
Yeah.
first time was in France. He walked up to us. We were sitting outside the club like this.
Yeah.
He fell to his knees and started crying
Oh my
in the
gosh.
street. And I started crying.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know what was going on. He had a Life of Agony shirt. Fell to his knees, started crying. He couldn't speak English, so he gave us a 3-page letter on what
Wow.
happened to his family. And we spent hours with him. We spent about 4 hours, all the way up to the show.
Wow.
All the way up to the show that night. A stranger, total stranger from the street.
Do you know what? I'll be honest with you. I've been doing this for longer than I'd care to admit. And I've talked to bands about their fans and people. That is the most powerful story that I've ever heard. And I think that reflects on the band and what you are doing in this space and what you're creating within music. So what have you got coming up going forward?
Okay, well, we're going to take it one day at a time. We got all these shows to do this year. We have some plans, really big plans for next year.
Have you?
Next year is River Runs Red 30th anniversary.
Wow, is it really?
Yeah.
Holy
Yeah.
mackerel.
Yeah. So River Runs Red came
Wow.
out in 1993, October 1993.
Yes.
Next year, 2023, we have some big plans, lots of touring, lots of special things we're releasing
Yeah.
around the anniversary year.
Okay.
There's going to be releases of certain things, and it's going to be so special, so cool.
So people
Very
need to be
excited.
watching your everything,
watch
social pages.
everything.
Do not miss out.
Do not miss out on 2023 with Life of Agony.
That is
It's going to be a special year.
Do you know what I love about chatting to you? Because this is the first time we've spoken.
Yeah.
I feel like the passion and the love with which you speak about the band, I could be talking to a new band, a new artist. Normally when someone's been doing it for 30 years, they come up to a point and they're just like, let's go. Let's do this again. Yeah.
What is this, another interview?
We're going to do a new album. It's going to be heavier than our last one.
Probably going to be our last one. We're going to go on our 4th,
But I feel like you're a fresh band, like you're a new band, and I feel like that's just so powerful.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for chatting to us here at
Thank you so
Knotfest.
much, Sophie.
And I'll see you again next
Thank you.
time.
I promise that we will see each other again.
It will happen. I like it. I promise.
Promise.